Alex Forever, what's up? Mads, what's ugly, what's up? Izzy, what's up? I'm back. Ava, what's up? Hannah, what's up? How is everybody's day going? Happy Friday. What's up, y'all? That's what's up, Oakley. I'm glad you like the music. Yeah, my hair is fading. It's temporary hair dye though, so I kind of expected that. I'll just dye it a different color when it fades out fully. Especially up here, look. I was at the beach and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna re-dye it. I might do blue and green. But like, sea blue and sea green. I've seen a ton of other people do it. I'm not trying to be like original, oh my god, I'm doing something new. But like, I think it would look really good. I'm gonna get my hair cut soon too. It sounds so gay. You don't even know what the fuck to say. Don't hate yourself, it's okay. We love you anyway. With your life, do something great. People don't. I'm getting a fringe soon though. My alternative barber is the person who gave me this DIY piercing. Everything DIY. I've been losing track of all the days. This is supposed to be how dreams are made. But I'm in my thoughts so much I don't know what to say. I need a Corolla, not a Wraith. People already know my name. They listen to the Eva, what's up? Welcome to the stream. No matter how much I'm paid. It's not my fault for being sexualized, Josh. I didn't ask for that. So that's not really my fault. But that's what a lot of like rapists say. They say that, oh, it's their fault. Because they asked for it by looking that way, when in reality, not everything revolves around people. I feel like talking like that kind of promotes rape culture. I hope you know I'm a supporter, not a hater. Thank you, Isabella. Just let me fade. I'll keep it real, I don't have to throw shade. I watch the days fly by. How long am I streaming? I don't know. We'll see. I know it makes you cry. It's how I get by. Sometimes I wanna die. I have blue hair too. That's what's up.
I have blue hair too, that's what's up.
Attack can make you shoot yourself so it goes away. And when I think I feel okay, anxiety takes the reign. I need to take something to make me feel okay. Apologies, not thinking soberly.
Yeah, I was out of state, budget bashers.
That's why they're scared of me. They can't be there for me. But hold up, I can do this on my own. Every day I wake up and I'm working on my phone. Which is why you watch me and I'm sitting on the throne. That's why I'm next up, you know how this
I have gray pubes now, that's what's up.
If you look, you'll turn to stone. Smoking on some medicine, we got expensive cones. I just rap the things I think about when I'm alone. This path we call life is a lonely road.
I used to have blue hair, but it faded. Now I'm going to dye purple. That's what's up. I was thinking of dyeing my hair purple. I feel like everybody dyes their hair reddish colors during the winter, or not the winter, the summer. I just did red. Speaking of, I had red and blue, and then the red faded out. I don't know, it just feels like the way to go during the summer. Reddish colors. It's like the sun or whatever. What time is it for you right now? It is 1:12 p.m. Goth isn't coming back, it's just being commodified again. Because goth people, like, changed their outfits to, like, evolve from the commodification of, like, the first major commodification of goth appearances. So now, like, they're just commodifying the non-commodified parts of being goth again. It's socially acceptable now, kind of like what people do to, like, black people with, like, rap culture and, like, sagging. You know? First it's like, oh, pull your pants up, that's so ghetto, blah, 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 blah. 10 years later, we got net spend and all this other shit. Now everybody's like, oh my god, sagging's so cool. Yeah, people used to get literally bullied for wearing, like, white foundation and black makeup. And now those bullies grew up, and now they sexualize those people. So now that's why it's being commodified again. It's not ridiculous, it's what happens. Something's unacceptable, weird, and ghetto or whatever it may be until enough white people start doing it in America, then it's cool and fashionable. Then Burberry's making a piece for $2,000, you know. Yeah, most people who used to work out a ton and wore, like, skinny tank tops and shit, those people were, like, considered gay in the 2000s. And now that's just, like, the normal. You're gay if you don't go to the gym now. If you don't take care of yourself, you're gay. It's something only gay people do. Spoken from a straight man who won't even wash his ass because he thinks it's too homosexual. Like, I don't want to hear your opinion. How bad did it hurt when I get pierced? Like a 6. It was worth it. I knew this song would get a ton of hate. I had to make it anyway, though. That's where you want to get one. That's what's up. What do you think of Jesus? I don't know. What do you think of Jesus? If you love him, then I love him. Oh my god. Please don't spam me. Your piercing is cool. Thank you. I just tell them I don't know. What happened to your eye? I ate it. You should read the Bible. I've read the Bible before. How many times do I have to read it before I finally understand it? Ellen, what's up? They said Jesus took my eye. How can he take my eye when I never had one to begin with? How does that work? Would I get a robot eye if Elon Musk offered? No. Hell no. Sporty, what's up? Karina, what's up? Welcome to the stream. No problem. Yeah, most people use religion to, like, hate on people that don't actually believe the shit they're saying. The only time they'll ever bring it up is when they're using it as an excuse to, be hateful towards people. Other than that, they won't talk about it. But if they don't like you, then they'll take it upon themselves to be like, you're going to hell. Yeah, you're going to hell. While I shop at Starbucks. And contribute to fascism and poor working environments. But you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Can I get a venti caramel macchiato with extra caramel? Because they're going to hell. Saranjeet, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hey, you were so cool. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a minute. You dyed your hair again. It actually faded out. I'm gonna dye it again though eventually. Probably gonna do like green and blue. I don't know. I haven't seen you in a minute. You dyed. Oh, I already read that. I'm sorry, people are being so rude. It's fine. It's whatever. I make better music than them. That's why they're mad. Have a good day. Thank you. Goat, what's up? I love your hair. Thank you. Neon green though? Maybe. I don't know which green I'm gonna do. Neon green fades out super fast. I need like a super permanent neon green. I want them both to be neon. I want to do like neon blue and neon green. And I'm gonna get like very permanent hair dyes. So I don't have to keep dyeing my hair every month. You're the best. Thank you. Yeah, I can get a driver's license. I'm the best. Wow, thank you. How do I only have one eye? I don't know. What's up, Crankin? You already know. Dora, I'm doing good. How about you? I hate when that shit happens. That's why you have to just fry anytime the microwave says like 2 minutes 30 seconds, I always put it in for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes 30 seconds. I don't trust that. That's the rule, guys. Anytime somebody says to heat something up for like a certain amount in the microwave, don't trust them and heat it up longer. Burning the roof of your mouth, it builds character, you know? Yes, that was a Calvin and Hobbes reference. I don't want a Calvin and Hobbes tattoo for nothing. What color is your eye? Brown. I love your hair. Thank you. Christoph Goes, what's up? Kami, what's up? What said, why are you vaping? I don't know. I forgot. I forgot. Surrender your life to Jesus. Ripped has 2 P's. I'm sorry, I did not mean to beat the grammar police, but I had to say it. He said he's got 20 vision instead of 20/20. Can I ask how you lost your eye? I was born without it. I like your piercing, thank you. Canes, what's up? Audrey, what's up? Savannah, what's up? Brooklyn, what's up? I haven't been on a stream in a while.
Substances, I'm on a drug binge. I do not care what day it is.
Jeff, thank you for the floating heart, and we got APAC. I got APAC money off. APAC, thank you for the gold coin. Oh yes. Genocide is great now, guys, actually, because Apex sent me a gold coin. Kays loves you. Thank you for the flow state. I appreciate it. Jeff, thank you for the gold coin. They said we'd like to. Yes, I'm very, you know, we do that over here. Yep. Please don't target strike my house and annihilate my entire block off of the existence of the earth. Josh, thank you for the rock candy. I appreciate it. Said $20 super chat. Shout out Josh. Said I like rock candy. I always eat it. Anytime I get rock candy, I bite down on it. I can't just keep it in my mouth. I have to bite down on it. I do that to Jolly Ranchers too. Like, I can just, like, pop Jolly Ranchers in my mouth and then eat them. It's a skill I've acquired. Black Art, what's up? Super Chat's just mad he didn't get any Super Chats. I'm sorry, Super Chat. Blue Raz is the best Jolly Rancher flavor. What about the watermelon one, though? Y'all are missing out. Blue Raz gets boring after a while. Jeff, thank you for the star. I love all but grape. Why not the grape ones? I know it doesn't actually taste like a grape, but like, why does everybody hate grape flavored candy? Like, sure, they flavor NyQuil and all that other stuff with grape, and that's like reminds people of medicine, but like, grape medicine doesn't taste good. Grape candy does, though. Like, y'all ever had a grape haichu, though? Like a grape haichu? Those are good. Hello? What happened to your eye? I ate it. I got hungry. Sam's, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You're so happy you're back. Jeff, thank you for the GG. I appreciate it. I bet y'all had a heart attack when you found out I didn't go live those couple of days. You're probably like a nervous wreck wondering what happened to me. I bet like your whole life stopped when you found out that I wasn't streaming that day. Probably almost sent people to the hospital from heartache from not going live, because I'm just that famous. But I'm back now. I forgive you. I forgive you. It's funny how you broke off feelings I had since elementary. I don't know what to do. I have to stop loving you, even after what we've been through. The songs are W. Thank you. I need to find a videographer. Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio. If you shoot music videos, hit me up. Shoot a music video for me. Music visuals would go crazy. People see me know why. Piercings, colorful hair. On the thumbnail, oh yeah. They're gonna be like, what is this? And I'm not gonna bot it. Even if it gets like thousands of views as a music video, like tens of thousands, that's still better than any of like just the music that I have out. Just regular audio clips. Like, I'd be happy with tens of thousands of views. I'd be like, fuck yeah. I'm literally famous now. Isabella, what's up? Yeah, I'd probably make music videos, though. If I found a videographer, I'd be like, music video. Every project I drop, I'd be like, give me a music video. And I'd let them post it on their channel, too. You can post the music video on your channel as well. I don't care. Catherine, what's up? Because you can collab now. On YouTube, you can post with multiple channels. Like, I don't care if it's on my channel or not. It'd be cool to have music videos, though. But yeah, this song I'm writing, I'm contemplating on going to the studio. My brother's doing driver's ed. And if he gets his license, he's taking me to the studio. I don't know, maybe the engineers at the studio know people that shoot videos. That's another thing. They're probably more tuned in with like the music scene in the area. That's another reason I want to go to the studio, connections. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna meet the Illuminati guys. I'm gonna turn into an industry plant when I get into the studio. I'm gonna go in an independent artist and walk out an industry plant. That's the plan. I'm switching up on all my day ones. Boomers be like, I'm switching up on all my day ones. Yeah, people are really stupid. They just spew whatever they hear on the news. That's very obviously biased. And then that same news will be like, the media. Like, Fox will like to be like, the media portrays this as, like, bitch, you are the media. Like right wing, like your own too. Like hello, all the news channels. And they can only shit on the establishment Democrat because they know that trying to shit on DSA makes them look stupid. So they just call them things like psychopaths or like trigger words to be like, these people are crazy. How dare you wanting ICE to not be murdering people in the street anymore because they've murdered like a list of people. And everybody's talking about how there's no video for like the recent incident, and that's why it's not being talked about, but there was a video actually. Nobody cares though because he's Mexican. That's actually the reason. Um, and that's why everybody heard about that white lady the most when ICE was murdering people. That's why we had a little moment for it. And then they went back to murdering minorities, so we're like, okay, move on. Next topic. It's not funny, but that's literally how like people treat it. They're just like, oh, back to minorities. Okay. Anyways, next topic. I'm woke as hell. That's a good thing. ICE and IDF, after they're joining the US military, is when they're going to gun grab on American citizens. No, for real, like, why is everybody just cool and not talking about that? They're like, oh, it's not merging the militaries because they don't actually call it that. It's just we're doing it and then calling it something different. That's all. We're not actually doing it, weirdo. Stop looking at me, POV the IDF. Stop looking at me. Oh my god. That's why you have to vote in the midterms. That's why you have to vote in the midterms. Trump's trying to scare everybody. Vote in the midterms. That's what I think you should do. And ICE is not like being stopped, like the legal system isn't stopping that, so that's also happening. We have a full like governmental branch that's just like violating our rights, but you know, it's not important. Protesting's not going to do anything about that, though, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I love the hair. Thank you. I appreciate it. Are my dogs barking? I have one dog. He might be. I'll go check. Hold up. User, thank you for the GG. Were you born without your eye? Yeah. Yep. Weirdo, you're weird. I'm not weird. You're weird. Stupid. I mean, what? I mean, what? Sorry, that was the demons in me. I blacked out. Do I have any pets? Yeah, I have a dog. You can hear me, you're lying. Say something smart. Something smart. Hi, I missed you. What's up, Uriel? Welcome back. Wow. Starspace family has been reunited once again. And they all lived happily ever after. Stray, thank you for the star. I appreciate it. When's the Minecraft server? When I feel like there's sufficient enough things on there. And it's decorated sufficiently. There's gonna be like a hardcore, semi-hardcore world though. But you can like make claims so it doesn't get destroyed. I can't promise that people won't try to pour lava around your claim though. But that's why you can do /home. /home will be available, so even if your claim gets covered in lava, you can still teleport inside of it. If that world gets too messed up, I'm gonna have to make a new world that you can't grief, and it's just gonna be like a server world that you can still go into that looks probably completely destroyed. But the lore will still be there. You can still go in it. And then you can go to the regular survival server that you can't grieve. But I'm gonna do a semi-hardcore server, see how it turns out. There's gonna be other stuff in there too. There's gonna be like a mob arena. There's gonna be a shop. There'll be jobs. It's not gonna be really anything special though. I don't care if it is. It's just kind of gonna be like a Starspace community server. If you want to join it, you can. It's gonna be running on a computer that I have at my house. I know people are gonna try to test the boundaries I feel like before soon I'm gonna have to get an SSD. I'll probably have to like swap out the SSD, swap out RAM. So that people will be able to use the server still. Because I feel like if people join it enough and I build enough hype around it, that they could try to crash it. Like the first day that I try to open it, I feel like that's something like especially my haters would do. They wait for the server to open up and then they just like join on a ton of different accounts and then start like trying to travel as far away as they can. Which should be fine unless you hack and you just like speed fly on multiple different accounts. Gotta make sure that that can't happen. Make sure no hacks can get in. I have to make a hack-proof server too. That's another thing. But yeah. It is kind of, you can like buy stuff in the server. Like there's a server shop, but it's not like real money. It's just job money that you earn in the game. There's gonna be no like purchase anything. There's no, you can't use money on the server. I don't, we need it to be like fun. Unlike GTA 6, where you have to pay to have a semi-customized car. It's going to be one of the main things. All features free to play. Tony Turk, thank you for the star. Did you have a good trip? Yes, I did. Tony, what's up? What nail color do you think matches pink toned skin color? I don't know. I just wear whatever the fuck nail color that I want. And fuck you if you don't like it, because I didn't paint my nails for you. You know? Same thing with hair, like, everybody's like, oh, my skin tone doesn't match this hair color. And I'm like, I've never seen somebody have a bad hair color. Like, anybody could dye their hair, and it'll look good, I promise. Unless it, like, falls out, but that's a different story, you know? Unless you don't like it. That's when it looks bad. Symptom of life. What's up? Welcome to the stream. That's how to look cool. How to look cool is look a certain way for yourself because you want to look that way, not because other people will look at you or other people will compliment you. Like, new trends in clothing didn't start from everybody doing that. You know? Some might have called them weird or unfashionable when they started doing that. And those same people that called it unfashionable might now be participating in it, you know? Crazy how things work. Do I have both earrings in? No. This one fell out. What color nails matches yellow dress strap sleeves? I don't know. I would wear any color that I wanted to wear with it. I'll wear red. I'll wear blue with yellow. I don't care. I was wearing mismatched socks the other day. In public. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I didn't match my socks. I didn't want to find a match. I was too lazy. So I grabbed 2 socks that look similar. So what? And that's why I'm cool. That's why I'm the best. That's why I'm literally gonna be like the queen of fashion. It's king and queen combined. Queen. And nobody's gonna stop me. What happened to your other eye? I ate it. It happens. It was an accident, though. You know. It's kind of a dull memory. I forgot a lot about it. Kind of forget those things. Just like typical childhood memories, you know. Yeah, I donated it to the Chinese Communist Party. Glory to Xi Jinping. That's what this channel is, guys. It's Chinese propaganda. That's why I made this stream. Because I have a deal with the Chinese Communist Party. It's the Chinese Communist Party trying to infiltrate America. That doesn't scream Red Scare vibes. Even the Iran War screams Red Scare vibes. The congressmen talking about the war, being like, oh, don't you want to go to war? Look at that, blah, 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 blah. Like, Red Scare vibes. Propaganda. Propaganda, 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 you know? Hold on. Anyways. Does my eye open or is it unable to? I don't know. I forgot. The parasites that ate my eyeball got to my brain. My bad. I didn't mean to. Does your eye open or is it unable to? I forgot. I don't know. It's very sad. I'm very emotional right now. Because my husband left me. Can I have a shout out? My name is Jojo. What's up, Jojo? Shout out to you. And I know it's not the same as it was. Go to church, read the Bible, and pray. Amen. That's so crazy. What's up, Star? Church is the best place to find a bunch of devil worshippers these days. Yep. Pretty much. New die soon? Maybe. Probably in like 2 weeks. If you're a true Christian, you would not be spamming about how someone's living in sin, showing love to the person, and simple Jesus loves you will do more than you know. I guess. I found out who Lil Waterbed was recently, and I'm obsessed, by the way, just so everybody knows. I don't know why nobody showed me who this was, but when I found out, I was offended that nobody showed me him. And I took that personally. Is depth perception difficult with your one eye? No. God bless you in Jesus' name. That's what's up. Yes, I'm allowed to have a license to drive. Yeah, I have 30,000 subscribers. I know, I'm so famous. Instagram verification check. I need it right now for free. I need OG Instagram verification right now. I have 30,000 subscribers. Kawasaki, what's up? You're so cool. Thank you, Mothy. Wow. I'm prettier. You're trash, hoe. I mean, if you say so, I'll just let my numbers speak. You know. I'll just let the subscribers talk, but anyway. How are you? I'm doing good. How about you? What happened to my right eye? I don't know. I forgot. It's kind of hard to remember, like, mundane things like that. Jeff, thank you for the star. You have such a nice smile. Thank you. Do you believe in Jesus? Of course. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yasma, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Maria, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Toad? What's up, Chloe? You should have gotten nut in your face enough times to know that getting nut in your eye doesn't actually like make you blind. But you would know that, so I don't know why you're like saying that, you know? Melissa, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the gold coin. The correct basketball team, by the way. If you're a sports fan and you watch me, this is the only team you're allowed to be cheering for, just so everybody knows. The correct team. 49ers. Giants. You know. That's the correct sports teams to be fans for. Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck the Raiders. You know. Fuck the Lakers. What am I drinking? This is called coffee. I do not have alcohol in this cup. This is coffee. Very emotional. Jeff, thank you for the GG. Oh, almost broke the mug. Just slammed it into a wall. Don't mind me. I like your hair and your style. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I've really come to the conclusion I was gonna try to care what people think a little bit. Cause like you always have to like care. Everybody says you always have to care like a little bit what people think. But I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. Like at all. Cause then if people know that they can influence what you do on the internet, then that becomes a problem, because then that's all they'll try to do. You have to just be yourself on the internet. That's the best way to go. I don't care what anybody says, how good of an act they put up on the internet, and how much people like that act of them. No, it's always better to be yourself. Because when you see fans in public, they're gonna expect you to be like the version you act like on the internet. Like if you're a Kai Cenat or like a queso or like something like that, and like that's just an act that's not like you off camera, and somebody meets you and they feel like you don't like them because you act like an entirely different way, that would affect me. I would hate for somebody to meet me and they'd be like, damn, that person's an asshole, he doesn't even act like how he acts on the internet. So if I just be an asshole on the internet and then I'm an asshole in real life, they'll be like, oh, that's Starspace. Who is Starspace? Um, Starspace is like a result of being a lonely child. My imaginary friend was the internet when I was a kid. Starspace is a result of a kid that was chronically online and then grew up and continued to be chronically online. Result of a capitalist society. That's what Starspace is. Yeah. But when anybody asks, like, oh, what's Starspace? What's your thing? Like, I'm a product of my environment. That's my thing. Even hitting the vape, that's literally me being a product of my environment. Because obviously pollution is bad. But I think people forget that the companies could make things less pollutable. They just choose not to because it's cheaper. They have eco-friendly vapes, they just choose not to use them. I remember people trying to say that electric cars were environmentally friendly, though. Like, that's funny. Getting power isn't environmentally friendly in America, and disposal of lithium-ion batteries are not environmentally friendly in America. Like, whoever tried to say that shit was eco-friendly in, like, the late 2010s is the biggest scam and the biggest lie ever. It was like, what? Sure, it's not... Your car itself isn't putting out pollutants. It'll just be the companies putting out pollutants. Multiple different companies. I believe the environmental damage that everybody is suffering from is a massive, like, corporational issue too, and a governmental issue. It's not people buying the products that the government makes that are environmentally unfriendly, or companies make that are environmentally unfriendly. I think people need to realize that. Jeff, thank you for the star, because I'm seeing a lot of people being like, oh my god, you have a phone, like, you have a phone that's bad. It was derived from slave work. And yeah, that's true. But you need a phone to participate in society. So you have one. You're not buying a new phone every year. That's also a good thing to do. Just keep the same phone until it doesn't work anymore. I'm not saying just go splurge on phones because there's nothing you can do about it. But what I am saying is, how about we try to change the way that people make these things instead of just not using them, or just pretending like everything's fine because you don't use them anymore. You know? That's kind of performative. How about we, like, actually, like, try to do something about that? Change the way it's made. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Taylor Swift is proud of slave mine diamonds. I hate Taylor Swift. She's a fucking bitch. And I've been saying this, and everybody thought I was crazy. Like, all the Democrats come in here, they're like, no, I forgive her. It's okay. And she literally has, like, a concentration camp owner at her wedding. She just doesn't say that she's MAGA. She just hints at it. Very obviously. A lot. Like, fuck Taylor Swift, fuck billionaires. Jeff, thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate it. Why is she even relevant? Why is Taylor, like, have you heard a new Taylor Swift song and you're like, oh my god. It's like popping everywhere. Everybody's listening to this new Taylor Swift. Maybe in friend groups that I'm never been in, but I've never seen somebody be like, oh my god, new Taylor Swift just came out. You shouldn't be a fan of Taylor Swift. She's a Nazi. Fuck Taylor Swift. And she's a billionaire. And she invites her Nazi friends and billionaire friends to her wedding. She took a picture with a fan with a big swastika on his shirt and pretended like, oops, I didn't see it. Like, bitch. Yes, Taylor Swift is a Nazi. I don't care. I don't want to hear the, oh, she didn't see it. Oh, like, no, she saw it. I don't care. She sings about it. She invites people to her wedding that relate to it. So I think she's a Nazi. I actually know she's a Nazi. I love your streams. Thank you. You not knowing what's wrong with that is actually the issue. But anyway. People are psychopathic about people on the internet. They hold different people to different standards based on how they like what people are doing. The more like palatable, societally acceptable like artists, they have a lower standard. Like they can do fucking anything and nobody will care. People will be like, she didn't do it. He didn't do it. No. Like they don't love you. They're not letting you into the billionaire club. But anyway, that's why I say fuck Grammys and fuck the Emmys. Like, why does anybody even want these awards? Like for what? Rich people are like, oh my god, we love you. Here's an award to show how much rich people love you. I let my community always speak for itself. I don't need an award to feel secure in that. The things people remember me by are a lot more important than Grammy nominations. Because when you die and you're a shitty person in Hollywood, then everybody's going to make movies about actually you're a piece of shit and this was not okay, blah, 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 blah. Julia, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we just got like women beaters like Jeremy Renner and rapists like Mike Tyson in the industry. But let me have blue hair and talk about like things going on in the world. Oh my god. Oh my god, cut. Nope. You can't do that. You talk too much, you're loud, you're flamboyant, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you. Like what? Freya, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm upset with people because they don't actually care about anything. people are not empathetic. They just pretend to have empathy to get an advantage in society over people that they don't like, or just people in general. And having empathy is actually woke and radical. It's so funny how like mainstream media will have the audacity and like the nerve to be like, the media will tell you, like, bitch, you're the media. Hello? Yeah, media called, wants to talk to you because you're a part of the group, bitch. Like, what? Fox News, I heard Fox News be like, the media. Like, bitch, you are the media. If you don't shut the fuck up right now, nobody believes that you're not mainstream media. If you're on a TV channel, you are mainstream media. That's what I think. And the only reason there's like people on the internet that have varying beliefs and like all this other shit is because it hasn't been fully controlled yet. TikTok, it's starting to. That's why I don't post on TikTok. I know I'm not going to be able to go anywhere on TikTok. You know, these other social media platforms, they like see your content and like activity across like other social media devices too, like not just the app that you're in. Like, say you're making money on TikTok and you like disclose how much you make on like another app that like is not TikTok, but that's still against TikTok community guidelines, they'll see it and they will like give you a strike. That's how I know they see what you're doing on other social media apps. So I know if I try to do TikTok, it's never going to work. I could act as community guidelines friendly as I want. TikTok is never going to blow me up. TikTok doesn't even have the attention span to like sit in a stream that doesn't have a ton of colorful things going on and something going on all the time. You have to have like something going on all the time in a TikTok stream. You can't do these types of streams where you just sit here and talk. Nobody watches them on there. It doesn't get put out in the algorithm. TikTok doesn't think anybody wants to see it. YouTube, when I first started doing it, we're like, oh, we'll give it a chance. We'll see how it does. And then it actually turned out to be pretty good. So they slowly just gave me more of an audience. They take it away though when I get way too political. If I'm political for too many days in a row and I just like don't stop talking about it, they will cut my views. My views will go down. It won't even be these views though. It'll be like 5 views. It'll peak at like 10 views. I'll just go back down for like a while until I just like stop talking about things for enough to get back into the algorithm. But yeah, no, Congress is literally trying to force the American public to want to be in a war like they did for a ton of previous wars. They just think it'll work because all the people that previously got tricked into going to war either died or just like won't say anything about it. Just won't recant on people knowing the history of American propaganda, you know? Make everybody scared or angry, and or angry actually, about a fake threat. And then we go to full-blown war, and then we actually end up losing, or like we take over the country, and then we're like, just kidding, actually there was no threat. We needed to go here for this, this, and that. And it's some shit that like nobody would have gone to war for if they knew. Like, for a lot of people who are veterans, it's not even like thank you for your service. A lot of times it's like, I'm sorry that they put you through that. And I'm sorry that everybody pretends to care about you. after you literally got tricked and then left on the street after being used. Like, no. That's another thing. People pretend to care about veterans. Like, if you cared about veterans so much, then you'd stop saying, why isn't there a Veterans Month this month on Pride Month? Because you know they actually have a quarter of the year. They have 3 separate months. And specific days throughout the year to celebrate our soldiers. But no, we don't think about that. What about the gay veterans that want to celebrate Pride, especially the Navy? Like, you're hurting the Navy's feelings. They love Pride. You know? And the Army. The Army and the Navy both love Pride. So I don't know what y'all are talking about. There are a lot of gay people in the Army. They're just not allowed to talk about it. Or they'll get kicked out. Thing we did, but I understand the importance of it. Yeah. I don't think a lot of things were important, though. Like, people will like to say, oh, you defended the American public, when, like, who came to the US soil and started killing civilians? Like, nobody did that. Like, World War II, fighting Nazis and shit, completely understand. But, like, the Vietnam War was just a Red Scare war. You know? Afghanistan was a Muslim scare war. We literally killed, like, the targets of everybody in the operation. We were still in Afghanistan. And now everybody's trying to go back to Iran, like, hello. No pointless wars overseas enforces a pointless war overseas. Riley, thank you for the star. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I'm sure you learned, like, a ton of useful shit, too. I'm not saying that, but, like, that would suck. Learning about, oh my god, like, I actually went to war. And we didn't even need to do that. I'm just, like, a person who doesn't want, like, anybody to be harmed if they don't have to. And the American government has a history of hurting people that don't need to be hurt. And it's looking like they're trying to continue that. I'm scared for this country. I've always been scared for this country, like, ever since I was a kid. Not for the reasons that everybody is scared for this country. I'm not talking about the white nationalist version of I'm scared for this country. I'm talking about I'm scared for this country because of the Christian nationalists and the propaganda and the corruption and ICE and invading reservations and hate crimes against indigenous people and people of color. How are you gonna say you can deport someone based off of if they look Mexican or not when, hear me out, Mexican people are native to America because we stole California from Mexico. Like, what? Huh? And Texas. Yep. We stole Alaska too. We just didn't actually like steal it. We had Russia do the dirty work for that, and then Russia sold it to us for cheap. We stole Hawaii. We stole all the states, but we stole, yeah. We just continued to keep taking. They were trying to get Greenland. Like what? You better keep your hands off of Scandinavia, Trump. Nobody wants you there. And talking about we need more people. Why can't we get more Norwegians? And shit like that, like bitch. Because we don't want to come to this country. All of us moved back after the wars ended in our countries because we found out this place was a hellhole. And actually people get like harassed, and the way of living here is actually not as good as it seemed. So we all moved back like after the wars, and the people that stayed like were like indoctrinated with like the American dream and all this other shit and assimilated to being white. And that's why there are still Scandinavians in America today. Yeah. Irish people assimilated into whiteness, Finnish people. And the people who were not trying to like do that and be like a part of the racist shit moved back. And most people did. I wish we moved back, because fuck this. I hate being in America. Now I have to stay though and like change it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to just run away. Irish were treated like shit until they started helping white people treat other minorities like shit, and then they got like rulings passed to like be considered white. Same with Finnish people, which I am. Yeah, there used to be signs though that like said no Finns, no Indians, like on stores out here in the Midwest. Which I broke both of those rules. I'm native and I'm Finnish. I'm native to Canada. Just upper America. Adam Warden said, "Get the fuck out of this country." No. That's the thing, though. Apparently, 23andMe doesn't show people who have like majority white like countries. They don't show them that if they have native blood at all. And that kind of makes me sad that I have native ancestry, not because it's native, but like why that might be. You know what I'm saying? Like the history behind like white people having a ton of native in their family, or like native in their family in general, is actually like traumatizing a lot of the times, because you find out it wasn't actually like a sweet love story like Pocahontas. It was actually like brutalization and assault of like indigenous people, and that's more than likely like why white people have that quote unquote Cherokee native family member. Yeah, that's what that is. That's somebody who got assaulted, probably. Who gives a fuck? Me. That's who gives a fuck. They still do that shit to this day. There are people who uh kidnap Native Americans all the time. Native Americans still, women like still go missing. That's why I care. From people who want to roleplay the Wild West. That's why I care. I know exactly what you mean. Same in Australia, we killed them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're Aborigine people. Even in modern, like, American history, they'll try to portray these people as, like, savage and uncultured. When it's like, no, they weren't savage and uncultured. Their culture was just very different from yours, and you didn't like that. You were actually jealous of a lot of their culture. That's why you decided to delete yours and steal every part of what you call American culture from other different cultures. You know? Like fairs and hamburgers and all this other shit that's not American. They just say it is because there are people that moved there and made it popular. Like, dude, shut up. You're not even educated. They were portrayed as such by Eastern countries. If you read anything written by an explorer, you would know. I don't care about who writ as an explorer. The explorers were pedophiles and slave owners. So, and they like betrayed the entire like people that lived here by moving everybody here and having everybody start pillaging their villages. So these explorers aren't really innocent. I don't know. They worked for colonizers to like scout lands to colonize, you know? That was the plan with America. Do y'all not know this? That was the plan, to make the colony a part of Britain. That's the thing. British people were doing the colonizing, bro. India, Africa. That's the reason Africa's divided into so many imaginary lines, is because of Britain. And everybody's like, oh, they sold their own people to like excuse the American slave trade, when actually no, these people were human trafficked. They weren't just like sold, they were like trafficked and like put in like camps where they would like break people and then move them to America. It wasn't just, oh, they've already been doing this. Like, no. Actually, they were human trafficked. They weren't just legally sold and everybody knew what was happening. That's a lie. That's like literally one of the biggest lies you've ever been told. Yeah, selling a human in general is evil. Obviously, I don't even think slavery should be legal for what it's legal for in the Constitution. I don't think slavery should be a thing at all. Unless you have like a life sentence. Like you committed like such atrocious crimes that it's either death or like slave labor. Every day until you die, you know? I can see that, but even then, that's still like kind of pushing it. Because then you have people that are falsely accused of crimes, and then you find out that they were falsely accused of crimes 20 something years down the road. Like, that wouldn't be fun. So, yeah, how about we just get rid of it altogether? How about we, like, make slavery totally illegal in America? That would be cool. 2026, America gets rid of slavery permanently. It's raining out. The rain. Do you remember the rain? Jesus died for my sins. Amen. Hallelujah. I was watching other people's live streams on YouTube, but I realized I don't like anyone as it's just your live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. Slavery is not fully illegal. If you're convicted of a crime, then you can be enslaved under the United States Constitution. The same Constitution that, like, also says there's a separation of church and state. You know, that one? Like, one of the main things we, like, fought to get away from Britain for. And taxes, but people seem to forget about that, too. It's funny. Everybody moved here to get away from taxes. And that's supposed to be one of the main things of capitalism. You don't have to pay a ton of taxes for all the communist shit. And you end up paying taxes for just like a bunch of meaningless shit to run the government, and you actually see none of that. And they actually just like pretend they need more and more. And then both sides will be like, it's this side doing it, those dirty Republicans. And the Democrats will be like, and the Republicans will be like, no, it's the Democrats doing it, those dirty Democrats. And then they like secretly like make out and have anal sex behind closed doors, because they're actually controlled opposition, because they're both funded by AIPAC. But what do I know? I have a bridge piercing and blue hair, so I don't know anything. I'm actually uneducated and effeminate, so effeminate people can't know things. Also, I dropped out of school, so that's also why I'm wrong, because, like, obviously I'm stupid, because I didn't finish school. Duh. So what do I know? But, I remember being 15, doing zero research and just saying things to virtue signal to strangers. Yeah, that's another thing. Being performative, just, like, saying things just to, like, please other people is not cool. And people can usually tell. You should, like, actually, like, try to change things as much as you can if you care about the things that you're saying. And that's why I have problems with people like TX2, because, like, who have you donated to help? Like, what have you talked about besides, fuck Trump and Epstein? I'm not political, though. But I want you to play my, songs at rallies, but I'm not political. Literally claim to be a centrist. Like, why are you trying to, like, use leftist talking points then to get more views? But yeah. Don't say things just because you want. That's what I say. Like, people, like, need to actually be themselves and, like, be themselves. Talk about what they're actually thinking about. Not just like, oh, what topic's trending? What can I do to include this trend into my content? Just make shit. If you make talking streams, just talk. You don't have to go over points if you don't want to. Unless you're, like, trying to, like, make a political stream, like a fully political stream, then it's always good to be like, if you're talking about things currently going on, it's always good to have, like, sources. Like, read actual, like, articles. Because it's always going to be like, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. No. But when I say things, though, there's usually, like, articles about it. Like, you can just be like, look it up, and there's multiple, like, sources confirming that actually that did happen. Did y'all know being, like, anti-gay and anti-trans is actually, like, fascist, too? Like, anti-any people group for just existing that's not harming anybody. But they make it seem like a big threat. That's a fascist tactic. To make in-and-out groups. So they can assign people to less pleasant positions in society while they reap the benefits from it. Misty, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Sunset Leprechaun, what's up? Welcome to the stream. What have you donated to? I don't really talk about like me donating money, but I've donated to people that are unhoused and Palestinian refugee organizations. I feel like if I talk about it and be like, look guys, look at how much I donated, I'm such a good person, that's kind of performative, you know? I feel like it should be a given that if you are talking about stuff that I talk about, that you are trying to make a difference. Like, you shouldn't just be talking about it and then getting off the internet and then forgetting about everything going on and just living your happy ass life. You know? And that's the reason a revolution won't happen, is because that's all people want to do. Sit on the internet and talk. Like, oh my god, this is so bad, this happening is so bad. Like, okay, what are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do? Are you voting? Like, are you donating money to organizations? Are you protesting if there are protests in your area? That's what I want to know, to all the people that are making these types of videos. But it's usually you can tell because it's just like trigger words like fuck Epstein, like bro, everybody knows. Or I'm not racist, like congratulations, you want a cookie? Wow. That's such a relief. Oh my god, I was scared. I'm so proud of you for not hating women. Oh my god. You get a gold star. But yeah, it's usually just people that say things like, women are cool and we shouldn't assault them. And then they mog into into the video for like 5 seconds. And it has like 4 million likes. And it's like, no shit, Sherlock. Wow, really? Men literally get famous for saying like they don't want to hurt people. Like, wow, that's a relief. Oh my god. Congratulations on not being Ted Bundy. We're so proud of you. No, but I say that because I have a lot of TX2 fans, and that's kind of TX2 vibes. He's just like makes videos about his music. He's like, I'm not a shitty person, as the caption. And everybody's like, yeah, so political. You're making a difference. And it's like, okay, but what about like people who actually want to like change shit? Why aren't those people getting attention? Because it's just performative. Why don't you contribute a percentage of what you make on a show to organizations that help people in Palestine, that help sexual assault victims, instead of just like talking about cases like that for clout, you know? It's kind of like people who record crackheads in a way, you know? It's just like stereotyping for clout. Like the crackhead that they always film is a person of color, an elderly person of color that like probably doesn't want to get filmed, that is just doing it for like $5, $10. And it's like, bro, don't film homeless people at all when you do anything good for homeless people. Like, they're just allowing you to film them because they need whatever you're offering them. Like, if you're actually trying to help homeless people, don't film anything. If you're going to talk about it at all, be like, oh yeah, I did that, but don't put them on film. You don't have to prove it. If you did it, you did it, you know? You don't have to show everybody how much better than everybody you are. It just gives off a bad impression. It's exploiting people. You're exploiting people's distress for views. Like, look, I'm such a good person because I helped this person out. And if that person gets noticed and it's like, oh, you got helped out by so-and-so. Like, then everybody knows them for that $20 that you gave them. You should be paying these people thousands of dollars if you're going to make hundreds or thousands of dollars off of the short form video that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're going to do that at all, you shouldn't just be giving them $5. You're going to make way more than that off that video. You get brand deals and all this other shit because you pretend to like homeless people, but you actually just exploit them. But yeah, I don't have to prove, like, I don't have to film myself, like, doing things that I do to help my communities to, like, feel like a good person. I just do it. That's what more people need to do. They need to just actually have empathy instead of using empathy to get things, which is what performative activists do. Like, when I talk about politics, I lose views. Like, we're not the same. I don't talk about politics to get views. I don't help people to get views. Like, YouTube hates that shit. They take my views. They're like, nope, that's illegal. Your channel is underrated. Thank you. But yeah, there's a lot of people. I feel like that's what killed the internet. Nobody is genuine on the internet. Whatever people do, it's for a view. And that's why people don't get views. Never have you heard an internet story of success of people like trying to get views from what they were doing. They just post it. Unless it's like an industry plant. That's different. Those people already upload the video and it has 1 million views, so everybody's like, what's this? I don't know what they do now. It's probably TikTok. They have a ton of TikTokers that they hire to like promote shit. That's what I'd imagine. They're like, oh, do a dance to this video. And it's like some famous TikToker that a record label has industry ties to. They just pay them. I can definitely see that happening. Because like short form content is how people are blowing up now. All the industry wants to TikTok or capitalize off of TikTok sounds. That's the next thing. They got as much as SoundCloud as they can, and now they're coming for all the people blowing up on TikTok. Like all the TikTok artists, all like the social media characters that become musicians and make hits. That's the new thing that the industry is trying to capitalize off. If y'all sign away, if everybody that's mainstream that blows up from like peak TikTok sounds or whatever signs away, I'm gonna cry. Like, the whole point of the SoundCloud wave was like, oh, everybody was independent and just doing shit from home. And then it turned down to like a ton of record label signed artists that stopped making music because their advance run out. Or they're not allowed to because the record label won't let them upload. Yeah, I might do brand deals in my lifetime, but I'm not signing the rights to anything that I have over ever. Actually, I'm a stupid log. Thank you for the 100. That's the most I'm gonna do. If you want to do like a deal, a collaboration, sure, but I'm not signing my rights of anything. Ever. I do not want a record deal. Especially now, they just give you, the record deals are getting worse and worse. They're trapping new artists. I would be scared as fuck if I was signing a record deal, if a record label come up to me if I was a new artist. Fuck no. They're trying to capitalize off shows. They're trying to fully capitalize off of merch. They're trying to fully capitalize off of your music, all for a cash advance. No, ma'am. Y'all are crazy. Like, if they're thinking of giving you that much, that means they think they can make a profit even after they give you that much money. That should be like, damn, I can really, like, do this, actually, if I play my cards right. Yeah, independents are hard, but all the people that are independent, that claim to stay independent or like fuck the industry, get traction, and then the record deal, or record labels call them, and they're like, actually, 30,000 record deal. Sounds cool. That's what the Suicide Boys did. They're like, fuck the industry, fuck capitalism. And they signed and then started capitalizing and giving their life to the Lord. Uh-huh. I feel like the people who are like, I love God and all this other shit in Hollywood are like the fakest people ever. And that's the reason they're like that, is because it's politically advantageous to the regime to be like that. Ten years down the road, they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't like fit with those morals anymore, so I changed my lifestyle. You're gonna see a ton of Hollywood influencers be like, what made me leave Christianity? Or they're just gonna like keep pretending and then just like not actually like following their morals. People are just saying they're Christian because it's cool, and it gives people an excuse to be hateful, most likely nowadays. Because whether people like to admit it or not, it's trendy. And it's been trending upwards ever since 2022. That's the thing, the whole gay people are included everywhere and trans people are included everywhere was just like something that people pretended to do for a couple years to be able to like capitalize off of gay people, and then it started not trending anymore. They're like, okay, actually just kidding. Trans people are like mentally ill. Oops, I said it. I'm so scary. Now the people in Congress that are like, oh yeah, gay people, yeah, about to make it legal, are like, ooh, secretly, but like, what if we like hate the people that fuck up the butt? What if we actually like make that be legal? 10 years later. They're like, actually, abortion, what? Healthcare? No, that's not healthcare. No, you're murder, 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 murder. Trans people having equal protection under the 14th Amendment? What? Why? Why do you want that? Voting Rights Act. What? We don't need that anymore. We got over racism, even though we had KKK flyers floating around Northwest Ohio for like multiple times in the past couple years. And there's actually like news articles about it. But racism's dead, guys. The KKK's recruiting, but we forgot about racism. We don't do that anymore. It's funny how the Black Panthers got labeled as a hate group for fighting for equality for everybody, and the KKK got to exist. But racism isn't a thing anymore, guys. It's not. The KKK is recruiting, but we forgot about racism, actually. Black people are being lynched in modern time, like in real time, but we forgot about it. We totally moved past racism, even though people who were lynching people and sending them on postcards are still alive today. Like, I highly doubt. I don't understand why so many people hate on your looks. He only has dyed his hair. And on an extra piercing, yeah. They're gonna really flip out when I get more piercings and tattoos. It's fine though. Fuck being a part of tradition and society. I want to bulldoze over American traditional values. I want to steamroll over all that shit. I do it for the girls and the gays, that's it. BLM is a hate group? How do they hate you? How does BLM hate you? How is BLM a hate group? And how are you going to compare it to something like the KKK? Are you going to let your hair grow out again? Yeah. What does a glass eye run you? A couple $1,000. If you have a femboy partner, then that's your boyfriend. Actually. They said my ass wasn't fat enough to join. Damn. They may have been joking. I would assume that if that happened, that would be a joke. Hey now, let's not get too up in arms. Let's not jump into conclusions. Marika, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Femboys are not boys. Boys aren't that cute. Anyway, okay, then why are trans women boys? You'll see a femboy and be like, that's a girl. And then you'll see a girl that happens to be of the trans experience. And you're like, oh my God, that's a man. Like, hello? You're like, okay, you just can't be comfortable in that. Like, you can't be comfortable being called a girl. It's because when people call femboys girls, they're actually being misogynist. They're not like gender affirming saying that. Because femboys usually don't typically identify as girls. Hence why they call themselves femboys. You know? If you happen to identify as female and you're a trans or and you're a femboy, you consider yourself a femboy, that's none of my business, but like typically femboys do not want to be called women. If they're passing their girls, okay, Blair White. Not the Blair White pussy. Blair White is a stupid cunt. That's what I think. I think Blair White is a stupid cunt. She's one of those reptilians. No, she's not bad. Her being ugly inside kind of ruins it, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, she's ugly as fuck. Because I don't like her. I'm not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying she's an ugly person. But yeah, I'm not about to sit here and just like shit on people's looks, shit on them for something that has nothing to do with what I don't like them for. Like, I don't like, it's not that I don't like her because she's ugly, I don't like her because she's evil and transphobic. And thinks that society is going to love her more if she follows the rules of trying to be politically correct towards the right. Like Caitlyn Jenner did before they took her driver's license or passport, whatever it was. I think it was her passport, though. Jack on Twitch, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we have vapes in America. They banned vapes in Australia because they couldn't corporatize it. You can still get prescriptions for it, though. The vapes are just, like, trash compared to American vapes. And I think they're going to be legal because they're about to use vapes to mass surveil people for flavored vapes. If you want flavored vapes, you have to be mass surveilled. You actually have to hook up your ID to your vape to an app that probably tracks everything you do. Those flavored vapes are about to be FDA approved, though, if it has ID verification. So you have to hook up your ID to an app that you have to hook your vape up to activate it. That's crazy. I don't think it has to do that if it's not a flavored vape, though. I think, like, regular, like, menthol tobacco can still just be, like, a regular vape. So if you want shitty vapes or vapes that aren't flavored to your liking, then yeah, you won't have to be ID verified. But if you want, like, cool flavors, then you actually have to, like, hook up your ID to your vape now. That's what they're gonna do. These aren't gonna be around, I don't think, fully in like 5-10 years. I think they're all, if these are around still, they're gonna have an ID verification mechanism to be compliant with the FDA. See you later, Josh. Jesus loves everyone. That's what's up. But yeah, I'll be back, y'all. Stay tuned.